Hey Neckers, it's me, Wild Neptune. Today, I want to go over the new Arcana and if you should pull her or not right before the half anniversary. Alright, here's a better look at her. Arcana Fortune Mate, and a little shooting pose and everything like that. Very like peace sign, okay? So, design aside, I feel like people who are considering pulling or not pulling on her are going to want to know the kit. So, here it is as we look at it. So, attacker, burst 2, shotgun, fire code, and here we are. So, skill 1, activates when full burst ends, affects all shotgun wielding allies. So, a shotgun buffer, attack up by 30% of the caster's attack times stack count of precious moments for 15 seconds. So, a 30% times the stack count, and we'll see how many stacks a little bit later on. So, activates when happy memories takes effects. Affects self. Snapshots of you. Normal attack damage multiplier up by 10% continuously by 3 times. Activates when full burst ends. Affects self. Removes those previous buffs. So, okay, a overall team shotgun buffer. Skill 2. Memories and moments. Is a passive, like most all skill 2s. Effects when performing normal attacks while making memory status. Affects self. Effect changes according to the number of attacks. The effect of each phase does not stack. Resets when making memories is removed. So basically, after full burst ends. So 2 times, reload 6 rounds. So like built-in Bastion, basically. 4 times, happy memories numbers of pellets up by 1 continuously. Times 3, up to 3 stacks. 6 times, attack up by 2.49%. Like, I don't know how they come up with these, like, point whatever percentages here. Stacks up to 3 times. Activates when using a full burst. Affects all shotgun wielding allies except self. Attack damage up by 55% for 10 seconds. Remember, attack damage is not the same thing as attack. Attack damage is worse, which is why the number is so much higher. So, skill 3 of the burst skill, affects self, making memories, function enhances attack capabilities. Effect 1, critical rate up by about 20% continuously. Effect 2, reloads 2 rounds. And effect 3, attack damage up by basically 30% continuously. Then also, affects all allies, deals 554% of final attack damage. Affects all allies, affects all enemies as burst skill damage. So, pretty decent overall, I would say, as a shotgun buffer. Now then, the big question, should you pull? I would say that if you're serious about solo raid and are looking to try to get your numbers up, then yes, probably. Because shotgun team is one of the most consistent teams in all solo raids. It's basically, people just kind of put it in. Even if you don't have a true type advantage Nikke on the team, as long as you can do the QTEs and stuff like that, you're pretty much good. And for the past few ones, at least ever since Summer Dorothy came out and solidified the shotgun team as a real meta contender, it has been really good, basically, all the time. Now, like I said, even though Summer Dorothy, the shotgun team is just a lot worse, and she pretty much carries the entire thing. So, you don't have her. Chances are it's not quite as good. Now, is she going to rerun this summer? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe are there more shotgun Nikkes? Maybe the new anniversary group shotguns. I don't know. Maybe. They've really been giving shotguns a lot of tools in the past year, and is that gonna stop? I don't. Who's to say there, right? But again, if you're serious about solo raid and you have Summer Dorothy, I think if you have the resources, you probably want to try to get her. Of course, like I said, half anniversary is coming out pretty soon, so just be wary of that. If you do not care about solo raids and just play more casually with things like story, stuff like that, then no. This is a skip because her only purpose is going to be for solo raid, basically. Even in PvP, it's like Shotgun Team now. It's kind of a meme in PvP. I would say you don't really see it that much. So I don't really think I say, but like not quite sure. But I don't see it being that amazing in PvP right now. Now, if you have shotgun built, so you have like Tuve, Drake, you have like I don't know, I guess Solely and Frost Ticket build, stuff like that, but you don't have Summer Dorothy, then I would say maybe it's hard to say because in this case we're speculating like a rerun and maybe another Shotgun Burst 3 coming out too. But like I said, Shotgun is significantly worse without Summer Dorothy, so that is going to be basically your like 3 like levels of pull, don't pull, and maybe pull. I know that's kind of a cop-out right over there, but that's just how it is. Now, one thing we'll say though is that even if it was Shotgun built right now, or not interested in solo raid right now, having a unit that basically slots in to a solo raid team like every single time when it's ever built is very valuable, because it means you can just kind of ignore like a bunch of other units that might fill that role, as long as that one unit is basically used for everything. And like I said, Shotgun is basically used for like every single solo raid. So as long as you intend or might intend to do it, even like a few months down the line, she might be a pretty good pull just for like quote unquote future proofing. Obviously, like power creep could happen, and I don't know, maybe she gets replaced in a few months. But in terms of like overall value, as long as her numbers hold up and Shotgun holds up too, she seems like, if you're just worried about using her eventually, as long as you intend to use her in the content she's good in, you shouldn't have to worry, right? She's not going to be a useless character, at least before like actual testing. Like we won't know for 100% for sure, but she seems like a pretty good unit to grab if you have the resources. Alright, so with that, that's going to be the video. If you do pull, good luck to you. And if you save, well, good luck to you also in the anniversary. Are you going to pull for Arcana? Tell me down below in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'm Neptune. It's been a good one. Till next time.